Hi, my name is Vic Patel. I'm your new beta client.
Welcome to Beta Client Connect. On this two-part episode series, we're going to sit down with a hotel owner to tell you everything you need to know to land a hotel as a photography or videography client directly from the hotel owner himself. We start by learning who he is and how he got into owning a hotel. Then we move into understanding how his hotel uses multimedia. But if you're a gold member, we're going to dive a whole lot deeper. Let's get started. So Vic, why the hotel industry?
What made me go into this type of business is to get my life easier, have people work for me instead of me working the whole time, which I did at my previous business, which was a liquor store. With a hotel business, I had people working for me, and my money made me money instead of me having to work for it.
What's going on, guys? It's Editor Ty here. Listen to me. Bro just told you exactly what he wanted. If you want to close clients like that, he just told you what he valued. He valued a turnkey solution. If you go to this client talking about image quality, pictures, 8K, you will fail. He told you, I want a easier life. I want my money to make money. He's telling you he values situations that are profitable without working a lot, without dealing with a lot. I don't want to deal with a lot of stuff. So he values convenience. If you build your brand around the convenience that you offer, you are more valuable to him than any content creator that values image quality. So if you want to close a lot of clients like this, if you want to be the guy they choose, you need to value what they value. And that is convenience. That is being a turnkey solution that offers a return on investment as conveniently as possible. Listen to what he is telling you. This is experience that you can't get without having these conversations. This is why the relationship is so important, because they are telling you how to print money. That is why these videos are some of the most valuable videos you will ever find. Because if you want to have clients like this, if you want to sit in front of people who are worth millions and let them tell you what's important and valuable to them, you have to listen. He's telling you what to do to build your brand to be valuable to him. It needs to be around convenience, and it needs to be turnkey. Here you are thinking it's about gear, 4K. And listen, as we do more Beta Client Connects, you're going to notice it's different depending on the target audience. But listen at what's important to this guy in this industry. All right, I'm gonna let you get back to it, but I had to stop the tape because you're going to hear it over and over again. And I want to make sure, just letting you hear it ain't good enough. I wanted to make sure I stop and punch you in the throat. Back to the video.
I've been in business since 2006. Currently, I'm at a Comfort Suites in Plano, Texas. Basically started while I was in college. Had a friend that was in the liquor store business in Houston. I used to be in Boston, Massachusetts. And came to help him he had bought a little business, so I came to help him. And I worked at his liquor store for about 8-9 months, and I started liking it. So I told my parents about it and told them I'm not going to go back to college. I want to get into business. So they sold their house, raised some money, and we bought our first liquor store. This was when I was 19, and ever since then, we did liquor stores from 99 to 2006, and then ever since then, hotels from then on. So got into real estate after the retail business.
So after having your first business, what made you transition into the hotel industry?
The reason is liquor store, you made money, but you had to be there 10 to 9. Also, as a starting business, a great business because low capital investment, you're making a great return on your ROI, basically. Hotels, the lifestyle is much better. It's not a retail business. You're renting rooms, and people are paying to sleep. So it's more of a real estate. You keep up with the real estate, and you keep on filling the name up, and you have a franchise with it, which helps you fill it up. Where the hotel business, as real estate goes up in value, hotel business always goes up in value. So there's two ways of making money. One is the increase of the price of the business, and the other is the cash flow. Where in the liquor store business, more of the cash flow, not much of the retail or commercial real estate side to it. Hotel business, you can grow a lot faster. You need more capital to get into the hotel business, but once you're there, it's things are a lot easier if you succeed at it.
How did you learn about getting into the hotel industry?
Well, I really didn't know much about it. I never worked at a hotel a single day in my life until I bought a hotel myself. I worked at a friend's hotel for one weekend because he was going on a vacation, so I helped him at a small independent hotel in Austin. And that was pretty much it. But people, there were a lot of Indians around me that owned hotels that I heard from that was a good business, and that's something I wanted to do once I have enough capital to get into. And that's what I ultimately ended up doing. There are 17 people that work at the hotel. That includes all the front desk, housekeeping, maintenance, so on. And then there's outside vendors also.
How does customers usually learn about your hotel?
Main thing is that it's a franchise, so the franchise is doing your marketing for you. It's a name, well-recognized worldwide name with over 6,500 hotels. That's one of the main thing is the name and the logo. The other way is online websites, and then the location itself. But mainly it's online nowadays. But the franchise is doing a lot for you.
Are most hotels independently owned?
So majority of all the hotel chains that you see throughout the world are usually owned by companies, REITs, individual investors. Franchises do not tend to own a lot of hotels. There are some franchises that do have corporate hotels, but most of the brands are getting out of the real estate business itself. They're more becoming the franchisor and not wanting to own the real estates a lot of times. But example, Choice Hotels, the franchise I'm with, I think they don't have any hotels that they own. Not a single hotel out of 5,500 hotels. They're all franchisees. So that concept is working better for them instead of them owning hotels. Now, some upper brands tend to own a few hotels here and there, but they're getting rid of them eventually given time. They're going less and less. There are more investors willing to do the bigger projects. Franchise doesn't need to raise the money anymore. So they could be in the franchise game and make franchise fees and other fees by vendors and other things, so they don't have to own a hotel.
So why would you buy a franchise when you already own the property?
The benefit of me having the franchise, given the way the world is nowadays, you need to have a name brand. Nobody wants to, if I had my own name out there, Vic's Hotel, nobody's gonna come stay. But if it says Comfort Suites, people recognize the name. Due to that, people are gonna pull it. And they don't care who the owner is at that point. So franchise helps you bring a wide audience. Compared to you being an independent, you'd have to, it's a lot harder.
So again, he's willing to give up 30% of his revenue for convenience. He's paying the franchise fee of 30% of his total revenue for convenience. What do you think he's willing to spend for content? Now keep listening, because I know you're like, well, does the franchise handle all of his content? We talk about that. And gold members, we talk about a whole lot more. So if you're a gold member, we cover a whole lot more. We're just scratching the surface. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Especially in a bigger city like Dallas. If you're near a beach or something like that, you can get it with independent, but not in a big market.
So what was it like owning a hotel during the internet boom, with sales shifting from like travel agents to online bookings?
Back in 2006, we had bought a hotel in Dallas, and it was a kind of a fixer-upper type of hotel. So we needed to do a lot of marketing. We needed to build the business up. And that was one of the things we did, is built an extensive website. we spent around $7,000 to $10,000 on the website back in those days, and we optimized the website. Had a lot of nice pictures on it. The pictures kept on updating. We'd have special packages and things like that to optimize it with keywordings, and that helped big times because that online presence led to third-party websites and to our own website to get more bookings. And that's how we got our name out there, and it helped us a lot back in those days. I think the pictures and videos really matter. Nowadays, the audience that's trying to book a hotel, the first thing they do is look at reviews, and they also look at pictures. They want to see nice pictures. If the pictures look nice, then people are more likely to book. Because you want to see the glimpse of where you're going to stay. It's not a restaurant that you go to that you're eating once and leaving. You're going to spend a few nights there. So you want to be comfortable like it's your home. So pictures really matter. A lot of pictures can make your room look a lot better than it actually is. So depending on the photographer and how he's done his work makes a big difference. And that ultimately helps you on your website. Having nice pictures, doing all the things, it ultimately helps. It doesn't hurt. We did 360s where they would do the entire rooms, where parts of the rooms, if you want to go into that section, you click the little button and you can go inside that section also. Like example, if this is a 2-room suite where you're in the living room, and if you want to go to the bedroom part of it and want to see the pictures of that, then you click on the little door thing and it'll take you inside. But yes, there's a lot of 360 videos and things like that. Drones we've done for exterior of the building from the top. They do get top views a lot of time of hotels. And depending on where your hotel is, like if you're near a beach, you want that top view. You want the sunset view from there. So depending on how you're located, but yes, the drone view does matter. Also, the drone view is very helpful in doing surveys, appraisals, when you're selling a hotel, things like that. So you need a upper view of also your roof line. You can see from it too, see if there is damage or anything, since you may not get on the roof ever.
What are some ways outside of marketing and sales hotel owners may use multimedia?
Well, the surveys and appraisals are mainly done for banks, for loans and things like that, or if you're selling a property, they're gonna have top view of it, the square footage, the amount of parking spots. They want to show the entire survey, meaning your lot. So if you're next to another building, they want, by doing it, the survey is gonna show your landlines. And the upper view of that, it helps also with the building. So you kind of know where the building is and where all your parking spots are, how many parking spots you have. Is it in code with the city?
How important is social media to your company?
So social media is very important nowadays. You have to keep up with it. You have to keep it exciting. You got to keep on putting new things out there. Things, any kind of holidays coming up, some kind of special, some giveaways here and there. You want postings out there. That way you're in the presence of your audience where they know you're still there. You're just kind of keeping them updated. So you want to at least do something at least once or twice a week onto your social media platform for a business. Usually the salesperson would handle that at a hotel, or the general manager would. I usually do myself, not too heavy into it, but I do it usually. And then the franchise does that also. The franchise will have have social media for you too. But you could also have your own. The franchise is doing it for more of their benefit. You doing it as an individual owner, you're not tied up to that franchise forever. You can always change a franchise at a hotel anytime you want. So you want your building, your location to stand out for the future. You don't want to be just known as the Comfort Suites itself. You could change it into Holiday Inn Express in the future. So the name, by doing the media for them, you're just helping the franchise, but you want to, as an owner, also advertise and market it for yourself, whether the name changes or not. So that's something you always want to keep up with.
How often do hotels hire a company to manage their content, social media, and advertising?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a company that, could show returns, hotels will have roughly 5%, 2 to 5% budget of their annual sales on sales and marketing, and especially advertisements. So new advertisements is how we're going to get new clients. So advertisements is very important to any and all business, especially in the hotel business, because you want to, there's so many hotels in every market that you want to let the clients around you and companies around you know that you're there and that you would love to have their business. So you always want to have more advertising, which helps. A lot of people might not even know you're there. They just go to one hotel, but there's, you're there also, and you want to let them know. going to tell you everything you need to know to get hired by a hotel, but first you need to be a Gold member.
As I stated before, the relationship with the client is so important. These beta clients are giving you the information you need. That's why on part 2 of this video, we're going to learn a whole lot more. We're going to learn about who and how and when to try to secure the deal. We're also going to learn about how to become a preferred vendor. Then we're going to cover how much hotels spend on marketing. We're going to also cover 360 and drone content and information on negotiating contracts to provide in-house photography and video for conference rooms. But that's for our Gold members. If you're not a Gold member, feel free to join us at gold.flashfilmacademy.com. As always, be inspired, be creative, but be profitable. See you guys in the next video.